So if you refer to the submarine as an apex predator, NUWC provides the eyes, the ears, the brain, the claws and teeth of that predator. Our work, sensors and sonar, are the eyes and ears of that predator, and we are foundational to pretty much everything that is on it.
Undersea sensors are crucial to what we do here at NUWC. Almost every part of the combat system, the whole process, undersea warfare system, combat system, starts at the sensor.
It allows us to find hazards such as the bottom or other infrastructure or other ships or submarines and take action in time to avoid running into those threats.
And we use sensors navigating through and avoiding minefields and avoiding ice keels and things like that, other obstacles that are in front of the boat.
For surface ships, you can see them from anywhere, satellites, planes flying overhead, infrared. For undersea things you're trying to find, like submarines, UUVs, the only way to find them is undersea sensors, acoustics and other sensors. That's what NUWC and Code 15 does well, and that's what we try to provide the warfighter so they can find the things they have to find to do their mission.
NUWC is always focused on developing improvements to the various sensor systems that get installed on our tactical platforms. On most of our current platforms, it's Sonar. That's the primary undersea sensor.
So Sonar is an acronym, SONAR, and it stands for Sound, Navigation, and Ranging. And those are still the two primary things of what we do with sonar.
There's been folks here that have worked on advanced beamforming, advanced detection capability, both narrowband and broadband.
I mean, nowadays you can actually take the sensor and sample the environment. Before we didn't have the processing to do anything with it, but now you can actually sense all the stuff, they call it, through the sensor. So you're gathering reams more data, but what do you do with it and how do you use it for a decision maker? That's the hard part to figure out.
We've moved from analog sensors that were cleverly designed, but were from a more of an analog perspective, to sensors now that we take more advantage of being able to digitize signal outboard. So the sensor has electronics built into it today that wasn't available years ago. And that allows us to do a lot different things, which ends up manifesting as lots more sensors, higher numbers of sensors that just provide our single element data all the way inboard. And then we do a lot more inboard with that signal than we used to do in the past.
It's both been a mixture of sort of wet end research that have improved the gains that these sensors provide against noise, as well as signal processing and electronics.
So I think what we've been concentrating on most recently is finding new ways, new modes of sensing. So a lot of research has been dedicated to finding these new ways of sensing underwater. And I think that's where the future of undersea sensing is.
Looking forward at the future of undersea sensors, we have historically put sensors on submarines. In the future, we'll be putting them on unmanned vehicles. We'll be leveraging things that we put on the bottom. We'll be leveraging satellites. And so we have to figure out how to take mountains of data that we have available to us and merge them into something operationally relevant for the operator.
Ultimately, just providing the warfighter with new capabilities, better capabilities than they've had previously.
So Code 15 has had a very long and almost a glorious history of science and technology and providing capability to the fleet. Looking forward, I would have to say that I have great expectations for the department. We have a great workforce. Workforce brilliance, I would say, is definitely a way to describe where we are with our young workforce and where we are with our experts. Technical excellence has been a hallmark of what has happened in the sensors and sonar business that we have been in over the years, and I would expect to see great things from Code 15 as it moves forward in the next 20 to 50 years.